Hello new students, welcome to VK School of Magic. This is your admission video. This is going to cover the basics and I'll be showing you what you'll be getting and everything like that. So I have your admissions form here. So you're undecided in your magical interest, is that right? Okay, they, them, got it. Everything went through fine. You've been accepted, if you didn't already know. So, that's the paperwork out of the way, isn't it? So, every student gets a bag, personalised, for their work that they'll need to do at the School of Magic, and we are going to go through this bag today. So, as you're probably aware, the most iconic and the most wanted thing you'll probably actually want to see is your wand. So this is your wand. It's been handcrafted. And you will be able to choose what colour you get. This is just the standard. You can get this wand. This has an amethyst at the bottom and it's wielded with very strong magic. We don't recommend this for the beginners, but who knows, maybe you'll be able to actually use it. Very easy to use. As you can see, it's very beautiful. The light follows well. So, do you want to give this one a try? With amethyst. I am recording this video in the wizard's basement, so if you hear any noises, that's the reason why. The school actually has a bunch of exams going on right now, so everyone needs to be quite quiet, and they thought, well, the introductions was kind of like a low budget thing, so they were like, let's put Sarah in a different room, perhaps the basement. So not the most luxurious, but at least it's not a green screen. This is your class schedule. I'm going to give you a book in a minute that you can use to keep things inside, and this is one of them. So we have on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. These are the classes that you will be having. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, these will be your classes. Do you know what cartography actually is? We like to teach our students not just essence of magic. We like to teach them about if they fail, or I mean, they're undecided, so they can go wherever they want to go with their end of school degrees. And some of them may choose to be counsellors. Some of them may choose to be therapists. Some of them may choose to work with mythical beings, potions, but we do like to, you know, accommodate and provide more sessions that are not just witch and wizard based as well. So we do have that. We also have flying lessons that'll be in the field of fun. And yeah, so it is quite a long day. You do have long, lengthy days, but this is a boarding school, so we expect you to be able to do the whole day, and you'll find actually it'll go quite fast because we've been told many times how fun our school is. All right, this Do you see this? This is an ancient spell book. Basically, we have a set of these in the library that we find so many spell books you wouldn't believe in terms of like, there's just so many, and at this point we don't need to produce our own, but sometimes we do, and we actually use sometimes the art that students create. But this one is very unique because as I wasn't sure what type of student you would be, and I saw that you were undecided, I wanted to get you one that was very mysterious. So this one is binded by something a little bit different. If you don't want it binded by this material, well, we'll have to give you a different spell book because I can't change it. But this is binded with dragon spines. So it gives it a very unique kind of look, because as you can see, someone scratched it, or something scratched it, and it's kind of glowing. It's very unique, and it's got gold all over it, and it feels like initially it was leather, but I can't confirm it. So yeah, this is a rare one. I haven't seen any like this, to be honest. So the binding's a bit so be careful with it. But I went ahead and decorated it with a few stickers because I thought it kind of just looks old school. If you give me a second, I'm just going to turn on a light because I feel like this is not doing it justice, and it would have been nice if they gave me more of like a better lighting situation, but here we are in lo-fi, you know. Oh goodness, look at my hair. It looks like I've been through a bush. So hopefully you can see that better now. This is just some of the details I wanted to show you, because it is a relic, just like myself. You wouldn't believe how many beauty potions and spells I have on my face right now. So yeah, it's a relic. Very old school looking, isn't it? So just showing you things you will need. Wow, you'll need some skill, you'll need some charm, some wit, a wand, a pen, and well, patience. You're gonna need some patience, okay? This has actually been written on with charcoal, so do be careful when you're using the book. So then we have this page, just an art page, rooted in history. I thought this was very interesting because it's an old book. I don't know how old, but it's really interesting, you know? I thought I'll mention that. Very thick pages as well. So this is your listed herbs that you'll be needing in the class, and you'll see that I'll be providing you some anyway. So, and this is a section about candles, because some of our students like to use candles, but it's more of like a physical representation of the actual intention, because here you only really need to have a strong intention and be able to ground your energy. Staying grounded is very important, because if you're not grounding your energy, you can make very weird spells and it can like blow up in your face. This is why we teach mindfulness as well, because that will help you. So this is a little bit about spell prep. You can pause the video and read if you want to, or just wait until you get your book yourself. Here, what we were talking about, grounding. Here's a section about grounding. And there really is a lot of information in this book, so I really would take the time to actually read it. We have a grounding affirmation page. That might be worth a pause. You might get tested about that in the next class. I liked this page because you know what it says? Don't get expelled and don't abuse your power. I feel like this book might have been written by somebody who maybe finished the school and then just like, I don't know, became really powerful with a dragon maybe, and then just decided to write a book for people like us to find and then give you. I don't know. It seems like that, doesn't it? So this is a section about crystals. You'll be needing to know this information. This is actually very important because crystals really help a spell, and especially if you're studying to be a witch, then you'll really benefit from things like this, crystals. I know that you're studying to be a wizard, but you may change your mind and do, you know, witch stuff. There's just a ton of information on these pages about crystals. Moonstone, very good crystal. And then look at this binding. This is what I mean about old. It almost seems like rare because the pages are literally falling out. Like, very interesting, I must say. Then we have how to break a spell, because this is something you may need. You may cast a spell by accident and you may be like, and to have it in a book that's already there for you is super useful. You wouldn't believe how many times people cast spells and us teachers and prefects have to sort it out. It's so annoying. People could just learn how to break a spell, then we wouldn't be in this problem. So the field of fun is definitely a place to have your guard up, because someone could cast you into a snowman and just be stuck there until the prefect finds it and be like, a snowman in the summer? That's definitely a student. Yeah, so this is a chant for strength. So you can read that. Look at this binding. So we did include some extra spells in here because the binding is so bad. I could have just taken these out and just left them, you know, but I thought I would leave these in because this is a lost and found spell and it's just so simple. You wouldn't believe how many times you'll forget your broomstick keys. It's actually more common than you would think. So, you know, yeah. I mean, some wizards like to zap themselves in and out with a wand. You do need to have quite a good wand because it needs constant energy, and if it's not getting the energy from the wand, it will get it from you, and that's a whole different topic that we could talk about, but I don't have time right now. So the next spell is make friends spell. I figured I'd leave this one in because one thing is, you know, you may want to make some, I mean, I would recommend going the natural route and making friends, but sometimes it does help to give a little bit of an influence. But this isn't to say that this spell actually work. So you may actually find that you will just have to make friends, or maybe it'll give you like a placebo effect and you may think it's worked, but actually it was just your wit and charm, which I said like at the beginning you're gonna need. So it's got a 75% fail rate, so just so you know that. This is the next page. Look how pretty. I love this page. Wow. So this page, again, watch these percentages because there is a high fail rate on these. So this is dream of your true love. So what this does is Let me read it out. Looking into a small mirror, stare deeply into your eyes. Without blinking, say these words. Glass of wisdom, let me see who my heart's true love will be. Then put the mirror under your pillow. Do not blink until it's hidden. Go straight to sleep and prepare for a dream of love. I will warn you, some people do end up dreaming of beasts they never thought existed, and then have been horribly scared. So take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah. So the next page is protection for another. This is a good spell to know because if you make a lot of friends, they may create enemies and you need to be able to protect your friends. And some of them won't have this spell in their book because every book is individual. So I thought it was one to keep in there, you know? Another one we've got is a spell to send positive energy. Sorry, I have to read that backwards. So again, another spell that will come in handy for people who are maybe scared, and you know, you can be a hero for the day and send them some positive energy. And then the rest of the pages are just sort of blank. I assume that the person who created this just sort of gave up and was going to complete it at some point, because let's be honest, we all start projects and then never finish them. And yeah, so I thought that this book would be great for you because you could enter in your own spells, and look how pretty it is. So you'd be able to keep this around you all the time and insert pages or write on them and stuff. I just thought this was a really good idea for you. But watch the binding, like I said, because it's a bit fragile. So but yeah, I imagine this has got quite a lot of power in it. I don't exactly know how much power it's got in it, but whoever it kind of leans towards, so in this case yourself, you will feel its power when you actually get it in your hands, as opposed to me just being like, what is this right here, you know? So I hope you have fun with this one. Please let me know how you get on with it. Okay, so along with that book, I wanted to get you this book. So this is a magnetic leather binding book. This is just a book. We have a bunch of these. I think we'll order in from some kind of stationery company into the library, and the library was like, we've got way too many of these books, please give them to students. So I thought this would match your other book, you know. And I stuck that sticker on it so it matches your other books. You could do a bit of artwork in here. They've already, because these came from the library, so they're already used, but they've still got lots of pages in them that are worth using. Stuff good for a little notebook and really goes to the theme of your books. Let me show you. Kind of works well. This one's a little bit more edgy, but I think it works. And it is really special because it's not just being printed, it has been actually made, and these are little indents. I just wanted to show you the quality, like it is a really good old book to just use, and it's magnetic too. Yeah, just showing you the quality. It's very good. So while we're on the topic of stationery, you will need a pen. I got this from town, so in the actual town to buy stationery from, so now you don't actually have to go and get one yourself because I got you one. So I did personalise it a little bit because, to be honest, it did just arrive with like foam. I thought, you know what, it'll be nice to just include a little slip about the school and where you need to go when you get here. And this is a fountain pen, and you get your own set of ink as well, so not cheap. And this is real metal. Don't know how to prove that to you. So I hope you find that useful. Don't just shove it to the bottom of your bag, because I'll be walking in classes and I'll be keeping an eye on who's been using their pen. Because if you're not using it, I will take it and sell it, okay? Because it's a waste, okay? It's a waste, and it's such a good product. So I like to see, using my intuition, what kind of student will be arriving. And I got these vibes that you really wanted an oracle deck. So I made these myself, and they're backed with holographic glitter. And basically how you use them is you knock on the card deck 3 times, and then you place them face down, and you think like, what do I need to know right now? Some people cleanse them with crystals, as I'm gonna give to you shortly, so you'll be able to see. And usually a card will fly out to you, or you can just stop at any time and choose it yourself. Depends what you like to do. So say here, I picked illusions, is that what it says? Visions, it says visions. Look for within for answers. Your inner visions hold profound insights. Oh, that's a good one. You can learn to work with your inner mind. You could probably use this with a spell. You could probably get taught that. But yeah, you can use them in sense of like, you can't really detect someone's future with them, but you can use them to just aid your spells and your work, and probably give you extra credit. Like some of them, this one says focus your inner power. Your intentions hold great power. Remember what I was saying about intentions? Very important. You need to be able to ground your energy. You have another one that says protection. Another one that says manifest. So I really do think you'll enjoy these cards. You don't have to use them, it's just if you want to, they're there. So you do actually have your own pack of stickers. These are just randomized, so they will just be ones you can put on a bottle for like class. You've got some in the holographic bag there, very pretty. Depends what you like. Some students don't use them, some do. It's personal preference. So I'm actually noticing it's pretty dark out, so most people will be finishing school, work, so you may hear some more cars, and I apologise about that, but what can you do? You may actually hear some like wind sounds as well, like whoosh, whoosh, because it'll be brooms flying everywhere. Like vroom, 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 vroom. So I've actually made you 2 necklaces. One of them is cellulite, and cellulite will kind of help protect you with light energy. And this other one is, it's a star. It looks like a pendulum, but I didn't mean it to, so it's just looks like that. And this one works with your light, your love. It's just good all around nurturing protection vibes. So I hope you enjoy it. I prepared for you some little herb glasses. Like we have an elixir I made for you. You may find that useful, you may not. You can give these to your classmates, your friends. If you don't, you know, everyone's going to find them useful in some way, at some point in time. This is cinnamon, sweet cinnamon. And some people like to create spell jars, which I'm going to show you on soon. This is cloves. You have rosemary, sage, very important. You'll be using this quite a bit. And here's another witch's brew. This one's a bit darker because this one's to aid in protection, because you need to be careful with your energy. We've also prepared for you an ingredient that's very hard to get. This is sand from a very famous beach that you will learn. And this, you really need to keep this. Don't show people you've got it, because people will try to get this off you, okay? So try to keep it hidden at all times. This bag can turn invisible if you know the spell for it. This is a cork bottle. Just thought it would be useful for whatever you want to make. Just a glass bottle. It's already been saged, so it's ready to be used. So this is black salt. I know it looks similar to the sand, but I promise you it's not sand. This has been made with incense, sage, and a type of salt, I believe. I must have skipped that class. This protects you against negative energy, so if you work with a witch or you want to sell it to a witch, that's fine. They see the stuff like gold dust because they're witches, and they, you know, you also might need it in your potions class, so just wanted to include that already made for you. Also went and made you some little, like, because you'll be reading a lot of books, I'll be honest with you, a lot of books. You'll be doing a lot of studying, you'll be in the library quite a bit, so I wanted to make you some bookmarks. They're not very fancy, they're just, yeah, I did use some wood stain. I did actually make an effort, okay? This is actually quite good quality. Again, I used my intuition, and for some reason I could see in your, like, your vibes, either in your dreams, I don't know, I got some kind of vision that you have a lot of, like, you think about eyes and the sun. I don't know why. That's up to you to look up. Some could say that you view the sun as a vibrant energy. You maybe are blind in one eye by the sun. Could mean anything. It could mean, these little things could mean the wind. So like you love all seasons. I don't know, I just got this vision. I'm quite good with my intuition. And I just wanted to include that there. And just waves, glitter, and yeah, that. Glitter might get everywhere the first time you use it, just warning you. It got everywhere. And guess what this is? I thought I would make you a mystery bundle. So this is like a cauldron prop. Like you can use it just like decoration. It's not a proper cauldron, but keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, first we're gonna see to this. Look how cute it is. That sounds like a very loud broom. That must be a travel broom. Like one of those really big broomsticks. So they've got like 10,000 people on. Like a really big one. Wow, what a rarity, eh? Right, so let's see what your mystery bundle includes. Right, so you got a clear quartz. Now what this is going to do is this is going to help boost your crystals, your energy. This is actually a very big stone, so well done you. Did you think about it with intention and manifest this? This is really good. Good light energy and good to work with spells. Your teachers will be impressed that you've got this. Next you have a pot of rose flowers. That'll go nicely with your herb collection you've got going on there. Ooh, look at that. You got a nice blue quartz. Fun fact, blue quartz are actually known to be with the dragon species, which actually works really well with your like dragon spined book. That's really cool. You definitely must have manifested this. And that's actually really cool because that will work really well. You'll have like a lot of power. Oh my gosh, your teachers will be so impressed, if not students that around you. Who's gonna be popular? Interesting. You have some stardust. I don't know what planet this is from, but this is cool. Very rare. You're so lucky to get that for your first class as well. Your teachers, they'll be so impressed with you. Awesome. Nice. You got a bit of smoky amethyst. Again, you can use this on your wand. Very good to excel some sort of like energy. You got a little witch charm. Look at that. You got another smoky amethyst. Again, the sort of size you would use on a wand or a spell jar. Stick it wherever. You got some black obsidian, very good for protection. That is very good stone actually to use with your spell jars. Very good size. Size matters. Not usually, but it does with crystals. This looks to be like an onyx. This will help boost the energy of your spells. It is quite a common crystal though, so you won't get anything for it if you try to sell it. It kind of looks like an eye, doesn't it? That's very interesting, since I just picked up on that eye thing on your bookmarks. Very interesting. It's almost like we manifested this. This looks like some blue or silver amethyst. Or just, oh wait a minute, let me have a look. I think that is just a quartz that's been dyed, but it could just be blue quartz, I don't know. That's cool. I like the size of these. These will be very useful for you in your classes, making spells and working on protection and grounding. And in your wand, and this looks like fluorite to me, but your teachers will be able to tell you. So that is a very good selection of small crystals that will come in handy with your classes. And lastly, you have a little wizard charm. We do love that, don't we? Nice. You can use it on bracelets or something. If you're interested, they do actually sell these in the local market, so you can pick yourself up another one. They're very, very addictive. Let me just tell you that now. Very addictive. Another thing that I got you yourself was I picked up on this like funny energy. I get you're kind of like a joker, kind of like a bit fun of an energy. And I thought like, what can I get this person for a cauldron? Because I get every single person a different cauldron. It's always the beginner cauldron, you know, they're gonna upgrade. So there's no point spending lots of money. So I got you a really creative cauldron. It's a witch's brew. Do you get it? Because you had the little witch's brew, little herbal thingy I made you. And now you have a witch's brew drinking glass, but it's also a cauldron, so you can make your little potions, your little spells in here. You can also make candles. I've seen some students make candles, and with all their crystals at the top, so that's another idea for your crystals. And some people have made intention candles, so they dress up. Gosh, these students as well, they're so creative. But these students, they create these massive candles and then they infuse it with all sorts of different things, always physical stuff, so you know, like herbs or quartz, stuff like that. Depends on what the person needs. And they create this business model where they sell these candles, and I thought it was so interesting because you wouldn't believe how much they charge for each candle. I think it's about $150 per candle. Oh, sorry, did I say dollars? Probably about £100. But then again, the pound is weaker than the dollar at the moment. It could be closer to like £140. Anyways, so it's they charge a lot for these, and really it's just all you need to do is sit and work on the intention, ground your energy, because these candles are just physical manifestations of intention, something that looks pretty and you can see it burning away thinking that it's working and stuff, but you could do the same sort of thing holding them in your hand and setting the intention and creating the spell. But they created a business model from it, and you can make the candles in the spell jar in this mug. You can also use it as a mug for your coffee and your tea and anything else that you want to use it for. So I thought it was really fun and a really good idea. Sometimes I get my students all sorts of things. I've had like saucepans, because I sense them in my mind, in my energy, in my aura, and in my third eye. I get a vision on what, you know, the vibe. So sometimes I get baker, which funny enough actually turned out wrong once. I thought it was a baker, but it was actually their grandma. So I'd heard their grandma liked baking instead of them. So that failed. I'm not, you know, we all make mistakes, things do happen. So sometimes I mess up, and that happens. And yeah, I've had all sorts of things. I've had camera lens cauldrons, I've given people those. Oh, I mean, when your school is so massive and you're the only person that sort of like introduces and gives out all these things, it's really hard to be personal, but I really do try. You know what I mean? I really do try to get to know everyone and create an experience, even though it is in the janitor's area or in the basement, and not the best conditions with sound and stuff, but at the end of the day I like what I do, and I just want to share the positive vibes with yourself and other students. So if you have any questions, feel free to come to me. We also work alongside of manifestation. We do manifestation journals as well. I'm just putting that out there because when you go to the store, you may actually find that the stuff they sell may not be, because it's not personalized, you know, whereas I can pick up on you and detect what you may need, whereas these stores, they won't be able to do that. They'll just have what's in stock and they can order it in. Like, it's not really, because we are catering towards, it's like a town, but it's like for wizards, witches, but also humans. So you are kind of like all integrating, and so they're not going to have like everything that I can sort of conjure up and discover all about you and stuff and get things. That's about it, to be honest. But I did want to recap over the wands, because the wands were the first thing that we talked about, and I didn't really talk about anything like safety or grounding. So like I said, these are welded with different materials based on need and vibe. So this one, for example, I can't use and make magic because it's not set up for my needs. And if I don't even think, like, I don't know, there's no magic coming out of that for me. But this one has been attuned to me because it's a little bit higher and it's got that amethyst. Like I said, these crystals will help you in whatever you want your wizard wand to be, you know. And it also matters because I didn't mention, because you're undecided and you don't know what you want to do, it's going to be very hard to use your wand, because your wand is going to be your best friend. It's going to know everything about you, and the last thing it wants is undecidedness. So I wouldn't really get this wand until you really know what you want to do, because that is quite important, whereas this one is like basic and it will just attune to whoever picks it up, apart from me, because I can't use this wand. Yeah, so be careful when you choose a higher quality and crafted one, because if you don't know your intention, you don't know what you want to study, you know, a lot of magic is dangerous in someone's hands when they don't know what they're doing. Okay? Yeah. It's fun, isn't it? To just watch it swirl around and around. I could stare at it all day, to be honest. All day. Some people have even asked me to make ASMR videos of just using the wand. Like a Reiki session. Line, line, dot, dot, electric shock. Anyways, I hope this information has been helpful for you. Feel free to rewatch it. If you arrive to campus and you need my help, then you're gonna have to sit with intention, and I will probably pick it up in 3 to 5 business days. I'm joking. I'll be able to pick it up and I'll be able to come see you, because I don't actually have an office, as we go figured, you know. So yeah, I'll see you when term starts. I hope you enjoy your first classes. Bye.